we'll be looking at the Natasha Denona Rose palette. This is going to be the only Monday that's ever going to be an early live, 11 a.m. UK time. I did pop up a post yesterday to say that today's live would be a different time just because I was called into work. So do let me know if you're on this on the replay. I realize it's an early morning live, and people are maybe in work, etc. But all my other lives are generally 8 p.m. UK time on a Monday. But because I didn't want to miss out not going live with you guys, I wanted to do the live today. So what we're looking at today is the Natasha Denona Rose palette, and it's really pretty because you can certainly do an evening look, but I think I could get a nice work look with this today. So that's what we're going to do. And it's the mini rose palette, sorry. I got this on Cult Beauty. So I've popped all of my skincare on for times purposes, including my SPF. So the first thing we're going to do is primer, and this is the Rimmel Fix and Perfect. I'm going to give that a bit of a shake. So today, guys, in the UK, we are due 32 degrees. So amazing. It's warm in my house at the moment, but if I put the fan in the bedroom here, it would probably it would be too noisy to hear what I was saying. So that's just a very cream-based kind of Rimmel 5-in-1 primer. We're just going to pop that on. Do let me know if you're watching it on the replay. I do pop up posts, guys, if there is going to be a video. So for example, the video on Sunday, there was a post about it before it went up a day before. So just if you ever see a notification that's a post, do take a look, because it may be that there's a video going up that you don't realize. So you can see it's just really settled into the skin. My skin does have redness, so that will calm down. But that was just the Rimmel Fix and Perfect primer. So what we're going to go in with today is that Natasha Denona mini rose palette. Really nice. So what I'm going to do now is, once it's all on, as I said, all of my skincare is done just for time's purposes. We're going to go straight in with that It Cosmetics CC Nude Glow. And if you were on my live yesterday, you would have seen how I colour swatched which one suited me. So I've got light and fair light, and we realised fair light was kind of the best colour match at the minute. So you don't have any makeup. Go down the side of your jawline. You can do this in a superstore, anywhere you see a tester. Take a little piece, and if it doesn't, if it rubs into your skin really, really nicely, then you know it's your colour match. So we did this yesterday on live on my live yesterday. We tested fair and fair light, and fair light was the one that seemed to work. So we're just going to, and has a pump as well, It Cosmetics. The other thing is, e.l.f. do a really good dupe of this as well. I think this might have been like £28. So this is the CC Nude Glow SPF 40. So we're just going to pump some of that on. Again, all of my skincare is done just for time's purposes today. And then we're going to just pop this around. Turtle Saver 2 is that full coverage, just came in, and actually it's medium to, let me just double check that, Turtle. It's medium coverage skin tint, so it's medium coverage, but the SPF is 40 in it, so that's really, really good. So but it's medium coverage, Turtle Saver. I'm going to go in with another coat. Because it's a skin tint, it's not going to have a really heavy coverage, but the actual SPF on it is really good at 40, so that's really good. So we're going to put one more on, and I'm going to go in with my concealer, which is I feel like this is a Tarte Shape Tape kind of dupe. It's the Rimmel, the Multitasker, even down to the packaging. So we're going to put that on as the concealer. Just going to do one more around here with the CC Nude Glow Brightening Glow Serum, basically is what it is. It's a brightening glow serum. So we're just going to go in with my brush here and tap the rest of that in. Again, my lives are usually 8 p.m. UK time, but I was called into work as a support worker, so they're a little bit earlier today. But I did put a post up on my page, and again, if I ever have to change the time for whatever reason, I'll always pop up and post on my page, so always check that out as well. So basically that's it, guys. It's a skin tint, but it has an SPF of 40, which is amazing. Definitely I would still highly recommend putting on your own SPF before any of this. But this is what the packaging looks like. So it's the It Cosmetics CC Nude Glow SPF 40. And it is a brightening glow serum, color correcting medium coverage skin tint. So really, really good. So that's that. Spy, where are you from? I'm from Ireland originally, but I'm living in the UK at the minute. But I'm originally from Ireland. Turtle Saver 2.0, I'm in the US. It's 6 a.m. for me. Wow. So you're just getting up now then. So that's basically it, guys. You can see why I did that jaw test yesterday with both of these foundations was to make sure that one of them was the more natural one, and we found that Nude Glow was. So that's Nude Fair and Light was. So let's go in with that eyeshadow, or sorry, concealer. And this is the Rimmel the Multitasker, and this is in porcelain. So we're going to do that. But if I could have the fan in here, guys, I would, but I can't at the minute. It's just so loud, you would not be able to hear anything I'm saying. So, and it has a little doe on it, so I literally just apply tiny bits of it, not too much, here and here. And then just because I have a little bit of redness here, and then I just do. And then we're just going to get our VTech No Concealer Can Help You. Okay. So this was just a skin tint, SPF 40. Then I'm popping on the concealer. And I think after that, we'll go in with just setting it and then go on with the eyes and things like that. Where am I looking for? I'm looking for this. I'm just going to wet the sponge. Okay. And I'm just going to blend that in. I can say happy birthday, skincare girly, but I don't think I'm a very good singer. Like my family will tell you that. I'm not the worst, but I'm certainly not the best. But I can certainly say happy birthday, skincare girly. What are you doing today for your birthday? What are you doing? Anything planned? VTech, no. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe I've missed something. Can you please help her by leaving the live, please? What do you mean, spy? Maybe I've missed something. Sorry. I'm not sure. Have I missed something in the comments? Can you please help? Oh, I don't know what I've done there. VTech, no one cares about your skin routine. Well, VTech, if you're referring to me, then just don't be in the video, VTech. Or are you referring to somebody else? If you don't want to be here, that's absolutely fine. This is literally just for subscribers who requested me to go live, and I did. It's just a different time. But guys, certainly if you don't want to be in here, you don't have to be. That's absolutely fine. But this is a makeup channel, so that's what to expect about skincare and makeup. So, anyway, that didn't take long, guys. So all we're doing is blending that in, just because it is a bit of a heavier consistency than to e.l.f. The e.l.f. concealer is nice, but it's a bit lighter, whereas the Rimmel is a little bit thicker. So all I'm doing is blending it in so it looks kind of natural. I'm going to get my clean buffing brush now, and all we're going to do is just kind of buff away everything so it all kind of just sets into the skin naturally. And we're just going to leave it like that. And now what I'm going to do is go in, if I can, if I've put it away, I've put it away, but hopefully not. Yes, I'm just going to set the under eyes with the Revolution Rose, and it's their Rose Baking Powder. And then on the rest of the face, I'm just going to go in with the Rimmel Transparent 001. Have I got new comments? Sorry, guys, I'm talking here. Oh, VTech got bored already by. Okay, I think VTech may be a child, and that is the difference when you come on at a different time. I realise that. Guys, you definitely don't have to stay. This is just me doing a routine that I said I'd do yesterday. So don't stay. Absolutely, don't stay if you don't want to. I certainly don't want people here that don't want to be here. So obviously we can see it's a little bit glowy still. So what we're going to do is just pop on some setting powder, and this is the Rimmel Transparent 001. This is the Big Bertha brush. So this came out last year from DJS Beauty. They're an American company from Illinois. So we're just going to just dot all the areas. Def, not Emily, I will stay. VTech, go. Oh, I don't know what was wrong with VTech, guys. Some people come into your lives and they start off being very nice, and then they just go a different way. There was a live 2 days ago where me and my friends were on. I say friends because I've made some kind of nice friends in the similar makeup kind of community on YouTube, and this guy came in, and guys, oh my god, we had to just get him out so fast. He was so just almost kind of, he was disgusting, guys. So you just get them out if they're that bad. So but yes, you just be here if you want to be. So basically what we've done is we've primed the skin. We have used the CC color correcting nude glow SPF 40, so keep that SPF going. We've then gone in with the Rimmel, the multitasker concealer, and now I've just set everything. That's all I've done, is just set everything with the Rimmel setting powder. And then just for under the eyes, because it is a little bit oily, I can see, I am just going to pop on that super matte fix from Revolution, the rose powder, and a little bit just under the eyes. And then that's everything, guys. I'm not going to go too heavy today because it is very hot. Malik said hi. Hi, Malik. Def not Emily. She is just jealous. You're pretty. Oh, well, there's no need to be jealous of anyone, but thank you for saying that. But sometimes I don't know why certain people come into lives if they're not interested in makeup or whatever it is. Like if I went into a gaming stream, I don't know. I wouldn't complain if I was bored if I'm not interested in gaming, you know. So some people just do it, guys, just for their own entertainment, I think. So, but thank you for those who are here. I appreciate it. If you do want to take a look at my channel, you can. So what I'm going to do is go in with my little triangular puff, and we're going to take some of that Revolution powder, and we're just going to pop it under the eyes to set that eye under eye. And that's what we're going to do. And you can see sort of the difference here, guys. It just gives me a little bit of a rosy glow. It takes away any of that kind of, you can see the color correction. It really just helps kind of lift the face as well. So I'd highly recommend Revolution. They're really good. Yes, this girl was bullying me and she was just jealous, but she did say sorry. Oh, so you mean that person that went out on the live, that particular person was bullying you? That's awful. Okay. Well, they've gone now, so we don't have to worry so much now. And if they do get bad guys, I can always get them out. If anyone ever started to harass somebody else, even if it wasn't me and it was just somebody in the comments, I would definitely just keep an eye on those comments and get them out, guys. Okay, so that's kind of just set everywhere we need to. What we're going to do is go on with these Revolution bronzing drops. Now, these are like the Drunk Elephant dupes. I do have Drunk Elephant if you do take a look at my other lives, but this is Revolution bronzing drops, and they have a lot of skincare. So they have squalene, hyaluronic acid, and grapeseed oil. So amazing, amazing ingredients. Oh no, not for her, someone else. Oh, okay. So I'm only going to put a little bit on, guys, because we're going to get to that eye look quite quickly. This is what they look like. So everyone does bronzing drops differently. I kind of apply them and then go and kind of either go with a contour brush or a sponge. So I'm just going to apply them as close to the hairline as I can. And then I'm going to go down here, and then I'm going to, whatever's remaining on the brush, I'm going to pop into here so there's not too much on, and then just, okay. But if I just show you, that's what it looks like on the skin there, kind of a glisten to it. But it does look really natural once it's done. So what are people doing today? Are you going to school or work, or are you staying at home, or you're on your holidays now? I know a lot of the schools are closed already for summer. So what's happening today? I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush, and we're just going to spray that quickly just because it is a bit of a drier day today. This is just the Skin Hydrating Mist from Superdrug. I like this live. It's interesting. That's good, Defrost Emily. What do you do, Defrost Emily? Are you in school at the minute? Or you're probably off now. The schools are closed soon, aren't they? So I'm just bringing it back into the hairline. Oh, you're under summer vacation. Amazing. Right back into the hairline, guys, so that it doesn't... Are you going anywhere this summer? Where have you gone for your vacation? Can you see how it's not like... It looks a little bit more natural now, guys. And then as you bring it up, always bring it back up into the hairline. And then if you need to go and buff that out with a kind of bigger brush, we can. So we're going to go... Well, enjoy your holiday. Hopefully you're getting good weather where you are. We're getting 30 degrees here, which is not like the UK at all. You're in Florida. Wow. Amazing. Have you got any plans to go anywhere? Okay, so what I'm going to do is just then pat that with a sponge just to set everything. So the reason I'm not going super heavy, guys, today is I am going to work. So usually if you see my other lives, I do kind of set everything very, very kind of strongly, and then we kind of spray it. But today I am going to work, so I'm not going to go as heavy as I usually would in my other lives. So what I'm going to do now is, this is the Alice in Wonderland, and it's the Wet n Wild's collection, Alice in Wonderland, and it's T Anyone, and it's their bronzer highlighter pack. And I also got the Alice in Wonderland Talk to the Flowers, and that's the blushes. So they're really, really good, Wet n Wild. So what we're going to do, so in Florida, I've always wanted to go to Florida. this is it here. We're going to use the lightest one. We could swirl the whole brush, but you'd get a lot of highlight if I did that. And it's just because I'm going to work. I don't want it to be too heavy. So what we're going to do is use the same contour brush from Real Techniques. And all I'm going to do is go into this here. This is the lightest one. And we're just going to follow around what we did with the bronzing drops. And it's just going to give it more matte. It's going to make it more mattified, more natural. And we can always then go in with a bigger brush to blend it all out as well. So I think the warmth is just making anything stick to my face today. So that blending brush is going to have a lot of work to do in a minute just to blend everything out. We are not used to the weather here, guys, in the UK at all. You're just going to stay home today. It's like 6:19 a.m. and it's 80% rain. Oh, well then definitely have a movie day. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's the bronzing done. Now, obviously, if it was a really, like, look at this. If I swatch this for you, if you see how dark they are, but let's swatch the, I'm not going to use the highlight today, but if I show you, I mean, look at what you're working with there. So really beautiful colors, but I am going to work today, so I'm not going to go too, too crazy on that. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to brush my brows into place too with my Morphe. This is the 51663 and it's the dual end eye brush. So I'm going to brush my brows into place and then I'm going to use the She Glam eyebrow liquid pencil. So we'll do that. Good idea, actually. Yeah, you should have a movie day if it's raining outside, but it's your vacation, just so you don't feel cheated. If it's your vacation, you want to do something, don't you? Something interesting. So this is the blush version of it. So this is the Alice in Wonderland Talk to the Flowers blush. So you can see it was very similar to the bronze. It just has different colors, but they all have a highlight. So what I'm going to do is go for the lightest kind of one here. Because I am going to work, I'm going to keep it a little bit more kind of mattified. And we're going to use the cheeks brush. And I'm just going to take some of that on the brush and be really gentle with it because it's a really strong color. If you see, and I usually bring it right up the cheekbone just so that it elongates everything. I'm actually going to go what's remaining on the brush, and we're going to, if I have to go back in, I will, but you can see there was still a little bit remaining on the brush there. And then I'll go in again with my big blending brush and we'll blend that out now because I think it's the warmth today, guys, is making products stick to the face where they wouldn't stick to the face usually. So just blending it all out. Crafter Guru, hi, where are you from? I'm from Ireland. Okay. So it's just made it a little bit more natural. We'll now go straight in with the brows now, guys. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M1568, and this is what it looks like. So it's a dual end brush. So you've got your brow, and then you've got your, say, liner if you wanted to use liner as well. Or if it was liquid, you could kind of go in that way too. You're from India. Oh, wow. Okay. That's good. What are you doing today? Got lots of different people in, don't we? We've got people from America, India. Don't be afraid to say if you're on, guys, or comment. That's what we're here for. I do like doing the longer form content, but the lives are really for you guys as well to interact and check out the channel if you like it as well. So there we go. So I'm actually bringing this up, guys. So if you elongate your lashes or brows like that, it actually makes your eye look bigger. So as you look forward, it kind of just brings the eyes up out a bit more. So that's what I'm doing for that. And then I'm going to go in with the She Glam liquid eyebrow pencil or crayon, sorry. Crafter Guru, you are such a beautiful makeup artist. Thank you. Okay, so we're just going to give this a shake. This is the She Glam and it's the liquid eyebrow pencil. So we're going to in brown. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just pop this. The angle of this brush is great because it has it goes from kind of small bristles, and it goes thicker as you go along. So very similar to an actual eyebrow. So it's really, really easy to and natural when it actually goes on. It's really, really nice, guys, and it's hard to mess up, really. Okay. And then we're going to go into that Natasha Denona palette. Let me know, guys, if you've ever tried Natasha Denona. This is my first palette from her. It's the small rose palette, the mini rose palette it's called. This is what it looks like. This is what we're going to be looking at here. So the Natasha, she has much bigger palettes, but this one is just the mini rose palette because I like these colors. Okay, the brows are a little bit red now. I get really red skin for some reason, guys, all the time. I always have. So we might just calm down with a powder brush some of the skin. Just a clean powder brush. I'm going to go back into the Rimmel Transparent because I can see there's certain areas that have just... Which sunscreen do you use? I use the Garnier SPF 50. It's the highest one that I can get here. And I also use that in the on my face as well. So I'm just using some of this mattified powder just to kind of matte down. My favorite makeup brand. Wow, I've got so many. I don't know if I have an absolute favorite. I do like a lot of Revolution, and I like a lot of Elf. Elf are quite good. If it was a higher end, I would probably go old school and say MAC, because they kind of came out with a lot of the originals, didn't they? But kind of, I do like Elf. It Cosmetics are good as well. And I know in terms of eyeshadows, I think Pat McGrath is very popular, isn't she? And Natasha Denona, who we're doing today. There's a lot, you know, Anastasia Beverly Hills. But for foundations and things like that and blushes, I think I probably seem to go to Revolution a lot. That's okay. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your holiday. Thank you for joining, Emily. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow, guys. Look at that. So pretty. And you got your shimmers and your glitters. Because of the work today, I'm not going to go in for with shimmers or glitters, but I certainly will be using this one, and then we'll use this on the inner corner to give it a bit of a brighter look. Thank you, Emily. Have a really good vacation. So what I'm going to do is just, I'll swatch them for you first, just because we're not going to be using them all, but that way you still get to see what. So that's what we're looking with there. This is Natasha Denona. Then we're going to go in with that white and that brown. We're not going to be using all these colors today, obviously, but just... Okay, and then this last one on the end is like a shimmery pink. That looks like, and this is probably the most shimmer. Yes, so that's kind of the color story. We're not going to be going in kind of with you know, the big shimmers. What I was going to do is a nice look with this cream and purple color today. The cream is going to go in the crease to make it kind of elongated and look bigger, and then that purpley pink is going to kind of go in the it will be the crease color basically. So let's do the lid first, and I'm going to use the warmth of my hands or a placement brush. So that's what we're looking at today, guys. Okay, what are we doing here? We are looking for the Profusion Pigment Base. That's what I would usually use. I do have it, but I think I've put it in my makeup case. I usually for primer use the Profusion Pigment Base, and it's white, and it really helps the eyeshadow stay on. So that's what we're looking at there, the Natasha Denona palette. Sorry, I'm catching up, guys. Sorry. I'm having a lot of acne on my face. Can you please recommend me anything to remove them? La Roche-Posay are supposed to be very good. I actually went to a dermatologist for mine, but La Roche-Posay are very, very good, rich skincare ingredients. They're dermatologically tested, if you have them over there in India. They're really, really good formulation, and Vichy, another skincare brand, are quite good too. So I'd kind of have a look at, and also maybe it depends on the kind of skin you have. So maybe get your skin type analyzed. You can go into, you know, Superdrug or wherever you are. Usually there's somebody who could actually do give you a skin analysis, and they can kind of go from there and help you out there. That's weird. That kid, do you have blush? Yes, we use the blush. I don't know if you've just come, but we use the Wet n Wild Talk to the Flowers, and we use that blush. It might be the lighting that's making it not come out, but we did use that blush today from Wet n Wild. So what I'm going to do is use my finger for the white. We're going to use that. I'm going to go right into the lid. I'm going to focus straight away on the lid of the eyes, because we want that to really, really pop. Particularly with my eyes, I feel like my eyes are quite, you know, dark, slightly hooded eyes too. So I want to make sure that, you know, the colors pop and it makes my eyes look a little bit more, even if you can see, guys, the difference that's made. I mean, it's made a huge difference. It's opened up my eye completely. So that's what we want. We want to have that kind of opening up and that kind of elongated look. Okay, we're just going to go back in. I'm going to take a drink of water in a minute here, guys, because we are not used to this weather. So 30 degrees today in the UK, like crazy, absolutely crazy. So I'm just really putting that on, guys, making sure that it's staying. But can you see the difference? It kind of wakes up my eyes completely. And again, this is Natasha Denona, the mini rose palette. Okay, so now we're going to go in with that purpley kind of pink color. Let me just catch up. Do you have, yes. What foundation did you use? I used the It Cosmetics CC Nude Glow Skin Tint in medium, but it has an SPF 40. Now there is an e.l.f. dupe for this, but it's really good, guys. SPF 40 in your foundation is amazing. If you can get a higher SPF, absolutely. So that's that. We're going to go in one more time just to get a good base there. I did have my Profusion pigment base to actually put on, but I think I've put it away in my makeup kit. So, but that is something that I would usually use first. So now we're going to start to use our e.l.f. crease, our e.l.f. blush eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use that pinky purple towards the end. Let's make sure we're not taking up the glitter because we're going to work today. I don't want to turn up the glitter to work. Okay, so we're using this pinky purple rose toned here. And we're just going to we're going to start higher, a little bit above the brow. And we're just going to bring that in, not completely the whole way, but almost the whole way. And you can see as I look away how it starts to look. And you can always buff out any rough edges afterwards. But e.l.f. brushes, guys, if you keep them really well, as well as Real Techniques, are amazing. Just keep those brushes, keep washing them, keep them in good condition, and they will stay for such a long time, guys. They're really good. I know there's Morphe and there's a lot of other brushes out there, but some of these Real Techniques brushes, guys, I've had for years and they've been so good. So all I'm doing is I'm not going to go back in. I'm just going to buff around what's already on the eye and just warm it to the skin a little bit. And you can see there the kind of look we get with that. Now, if you wanted to, and you felt like it went a bit too high for you, what you can do is, and that's what's great about this palette, is you can go under the brow and just calm it down. And you can bring that down as low as you want to. So you see how that just kind of calmed it almost straight away, brought it down slightly. And so that's what we're going to do on the other side. I always curl my lashes too, guys. That's something I would say as well. Always curl your lashes because it helps your mascara throughout the day as well. We're now going to go to the other side and using that purpley kind of pink. This is what it looks like. We did our swatches. That's what all the swatches are like here. And that's what it looks like. And we're just going to take the brush again, look straight ahead. Now I've said before, but if you're just joining, I do have slightly hooded eyes. So that's why I go right above the crease bone, not right in. I've got slightly hooded. So for me, I go a little bit higher than most. Just so that when I look ahead, you can still see the color. This looking gorgeous, thank you. This palette is on Cult Beauty at the minute for £24. So if you're somebody who prefers, say, greens or browns or doesn't like this color story, she does £5 pans, so £5 of their £24, but they come in pinks, yellows, greens, blues. So if this is something you're interested in, you just don't like these colors, go on to Cult Beauty and search Natasha Denona mini palettes, and all the colors she does come up basically. And you can get a really good palette, you know, because her formulation of eyeshadows is very good. There's no fallout. And that's kind of what we're looking at. If I look down, that's the kind of look I wanted, because I do have kind of darker eyes. I wanted the kind of lid to be brighter and then above to be a bit darker. If I'd have brought that dark color all the way down, I think it would have made my eyes kind of droop slightly, and I didn't want that. So that's kind of what it's such a quick look, guys. If I wasn't going to work, we could certainly go in with those kind of shimmers, and obviously I'd play around with it a bit more. And I have done on other longer form content videos on my channel before, but definitely, guys, it's a beautiful palette. So what I'm going to do now is get my curler and my NARS. So this is the wand I use. This is just from Studio London from Superdrug, but it has a cushion effect, so it really helps the lash to set. I may have put my mascara away, guys. So let me just check. I think I might have, or is it on the table? Okay, this is the setting spray we'll be using today. Is the Power Grip from it's basically just mist. So we're gonna, before we do our mascara, we're going to set the face basically. But that's what the eye look is looking like without the mascara. I think I might have to go and run and get the mascara. We're just going to spray. Oh no, I see it. It's right in front of me. I'll be using NARS Climax mascara, the mini version. Take that a moment to play. And this is the mascara here. It's NARS Climax mini mascara from the Quattro range, the iconic four. So her four most iconic products being mascara, concealer, blush, and bronzer. And I got them all for £30 on Look Fantastic. So what we're going to do now is, I always look down, guys, in a smaller mirror to do my eyes. So I get a smaller mirror and I look down and I curl my lashes that way, because that way you get a bit more control and you're not kind of looking into a longer mirror and you might struggle. But if you take a small mirror, look down, do it that way, you get a lot more control. So we're going to do that now. Thank you guys for joining. I know the algorithm is different today because it's been an earlier one here in the UK. I usually do 8 p.m. UK time, but obviously when work called, I came in. So yes, let's try and get back. Where did I put the curler? I was talking so much, guys. Here I am. I always distract myself. Okay, so we're just going to look down and curl the lashes like this. And again, this does have a cushion effect, so that's what I like about this one. And we're just going to curl them for a minute. But I'm jealous of everybody who has a day off today. Oh my goodness, I would love a day off today. Let me know what you guys are doing. So that you can even see it's kind of broad, even though we haven't put mascara on yet, it definitely just kind of separated the lashes. I think it looks very different. So we're just going to go one more time. And then I'm going to go in with that NARS Climax mascara. This is what it looks like. It's the mini version. NARS are kind of in between. I think they're a high end, but they're doing a deal on Look Fantastic at the minute. For 4 of their items for £30. So it's quite a good bargain if you go over, have a look on that. So we're just going to look down. I'm going to have a drink of water in a minute, guys. It's so hot here. But if you can see what I mean, when you look down, you can see everything. You're in a bit more control. Sorry, I'm getting cold. Sorry, guys. I got a message and a call at the same time. That's not great on a live, is it? If you use your phone. So if I look ahead, can you see what I mean? It's definitely just kind of, when you do look down, you can separate the lashes quicker and easier, I might add, easier. When you're looking straight into, struggling to look straight into a mirror and you're going up as close as you can, and it's not the best. But if you have a little tiny mirror and you look down, you just get a better kind of view and a better result, I think. So okay, so we're going to do the other one now. Let's get that curling wand again. I would always highly recommend to curl your lashes, guys, always. It makes such a difference and it will make the mascara last a lot longer as well. I'm just going to curl the lashes. Okay. And we're just going to go into this one here. But Natasha Denona she's a really, really good quality in her eyeshadow. So I've tried it. Pat McGrath is very good too, but I prefer the Natasha Denona formula personally. Pat McGrath Labs are she's very, very popular, but I much prefer Natasha Denona. So when I look up, you'll see what I mean in a moment, guys, when I look up. And that's kind of the look you get. So there will be photos and natural lighting on my post after this. Okay. And that's the kind of the look, the finished look, really, guys. I am going to work today, so keep that in mind. Obviously, if it's requested, I can do like a day to night look with this look, because you've got those gorgeous shimmers. I showed you kind of the color story here. Really, really beautiful colors. So you could certainly go way more daring than I've done today, but obviously because I am going to work and things like that, I have toned it down slightly. Again, this isn't my usual time. If you're just joining, I usually do 8 p.m. UK time lives. I've just for today, I've had to go a bit longer. Gamers Notes, hi, I'm just about to go in a moment. Hello, sorry I've missed some of your live. I was just really busy at school. That's okay. I've had to change my live today. I usually go a lot later, but I'm going to work. I've been called in just to help somebody at work, at support work. So I'm actually doing it really early. But thank you for joining. I am about to leave, unfortunately. But yeah, no, next week, Monday, UK time, 8 o'clock will be the time that I go normally. I go live. And I have just put a post on as well, so you feel free to comment. I put a post up yesterday to say what would you like to see lives on Wednesdays and Sundays as well. So it'd be 3 days that I go live. So I'd stick with the Monday at 8 p.m. And then I had put up a little bit of a post. Gamers Notes, I'm really sorry, my notifications are broken. That's okay, don't worry. That's absolutely fine, Gamers Notes. I always appreciate your support. Kennedy Slays says hi. Hi, Kennedy Slays. So that's kind of, we've gone sort of minimal for the eye look today, just because I am going to work, but that does not mean that we couldn't go, more daring with the color story we had here. I just do have to go to work. Hi, Kennedy Slays. So I'm just going to kind of mattify some of the makeup here that I can see on my face. I'm going a little bit dewy, and I know we have put on a dewy setting spray, which I appreciate, but I just want to make sure everything. Kennedy Slays, that's my first shout out. Yay. That's okay. I'm just about to leave now, but do feel free to look back on the live, look at the channel. I do mental health videos. I do makeup tutorials and reviews, and sometimes I've done smoothies and I've reviewed other things as well. So do take a look, guys. I think I'm just going to go with the lip oil today. It was really, really good to chat to you guys today. Again, it was a different time live. I appreciate that. But I hope you like the eye look. Again, if you aren't if you like false lashes, I can't wear them. I've got like an allergic reaction to them. You could certainly wear them, and that would kind of bring the eyes out even more. But that was what we did. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We're just going to use the Revolution lip oil. That's the last thing we're going to do. Really hydrating. Bye, Kennedy, but do feel free to come back UK time next Monday, or just take a look at the channel until then, and we will be doing some lives. There will be a possible live Wednesday as well, so I can also chat to you then. But thank you for joining, Kennedy Slays. Thank you for everybody today. So this is, bye, Kennedy, the finished look, guys. So we have made sure the cream on the inner corner kind of the eye is where I wanted the eye to kind of look more awake. And then the purple was on the top. I think if I had brought the purple on the bottom, it might have just dragged my eye down and made me look tired. But I think the white really helps, particularly because I've got brown eyes. I think sometimes it does tend to, the kind of, I think lighter colors with brown eyes do tend to kind of, help them more. Thank you for the love hearts, guys. Kennedy Slays, you're so kind. Thank you. Well, guys, this was the end. I will put photos up in the natural lighting on the post. Really enjoyed all of you guys being here. Thank you, Kennedy Slays, for saying that you're so kind. I will be putting up, do feel free to comment, guys. But just before I go, I've put up a post yesterday to say, would you like Wednesday and Sunday lives? So definitely answer that, guys, because that's what I'm there for. I'm going to be there for the feedback for that too. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you again soon.